going on, everyone? The one question I get, if any of them, the most often I should say, is what kind of gear should I buy? Or if I could only have one bag, what should that be? If you could only have one piece of gear, what should it be? For me, it's a very easy choice. The Armageddon Gear Gamechanger is that choice. I think for PRS, if I had to choose between this and a bipod, it would undoubtedly be this. It is so versatile, it can fill pretty much any role, and everything I use revolves around this. Even my rifle, I balance my rifle out so that it fits this. It's just that versatile. So we're going to talk about the Gamechanger and show you kind of how versatile it is and why you may want different models, and talk about the different ones. They have 3 different sizes. This is called the pint size, this is called the Schmedium, and this is called the OG, the full size. Now, when I run the lighter ones, I usually run more sand type feel. If you try that in the big ones, they get very heavy, very fast. But so the bead feel usually works well with this. I'm choosing the Schmedium to be my favorite out of all of them. It's just, to me, the most versatile. What's good about the little ones is bad about the big ones, and vice versa. So if I'm wanting to shoot off of something long and flat, and I have the big one, most of the time it's taller than my magazine, so I can float this thing wherever I want to. If I'm running the smaller one, I can fit into shorter ports, but I'm gonna have to run things off the very end to allow my magazine to clear. The Schmedium kind of balances all the goods of both, and you don't really notice the cons as much, and it's got the heavier bead feel, or sorry, sand feel, which makes it very sturdy. So we're gonna run a few props and kind of show you how you would use it in different situations to show you why it's so versatile. So if you're interested in positional bags such as this Gamechanger, it's pretty much going to be for positions like this or structures like this. This is the PRS skill stage barricade. It's a very common prop we see. Now, what I like about this Gamechanger is it's very consistent and versatile. It's versatile that I can use it across a wide variety of props, but it's consistent in the manner that wherever I put it, I'm gonna treat it pretty much the same. The gun doesn't need to know what's underneath it. If it's a rooftop tank trap barricade, it doesn't know, it doesn't care, so we shouldn't either. So we gotta go ahead and load, make ready. I'm gonna take a few shots here. I'm gonna show you some of the benefits of it and some of the few cons that a Gamechanger could have. So when I go to these low positions, I'm gonna drape the bag over it. As you can see, a little bit goes over each way. I can rock the mag in there, and now I can drive into this prop. As you see, it's taking up all the slop. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put it in there, and I point the gun at the target, then I move my body into the gun and get it seated up real firmly against it. Press in with a nice press, that way I can see trace and impact. Squeeze the trigger. Now moving up top, another method guys will use that I don't advocate as much, but it does have its place at times, especially on very wobbly barricades, is what they call free recoil. As you see, the gun will sit exactly where it is right there, and then you can just finesse it into the target, just like right there. Now watch how the gun behaves when I break this shot. As you can see, there's no shoulder into it, none. I think I hit it, I don't really know. The muzzle rose and I couldn't really tell. Now here's gonna be one of the cons of the Gamechanger, is these short ports. With me with this scope rail, I don't know that I'd be able to fit it in there. Just barely. It's something to be aware of though. But then the process is the same. I push into that bag, get all the slop out, break nice steady shots. Something like this, you'll rotate the gun out, move the bag. I like holding the bag that way, so when I want to go over the prop, I drape it over it and rock it back in. Same thing with the gun. And if you look over here, I'll take my non-firing hand and I'll put it on the bag and the prop as one, and I'll grip the gun however I can into that bag, make it rock solid. I can take my shoulder completely out of it, but why would you do that? Nice center hits. If you'd like to, you can move the bag and the gun as one. Same thing, drape it over that barricade. It's rock solid. Tweak it into the gun. It's like shooting off a bench. All right, we're gonna show you a little hybrid technique some guys use. If you can't get a lot of support from the barricade, you can back out, but you don't really want to go a true free recoil, because as we demonstrated earlier, you won't see anything. So what I'll do is I'll get the gun pointing pretty much at the target. No matter what, that gun has to be pointing right there. I'll close the bolt, finesse it, and while I'm holding that reticle on the target, I'll ease my shoulder till it barely kisses it. So this way the gun just gets a small running start. When I break the shot, the muzzle should barely rise. Here we go. I saw it hit even though I had about twice as much reticle hop as I normally do. So that's a very popular technique and can definitely be used to get you out of some trouble sometimes. All right guys, so we're going to try to demonstrate how versatile the Gamechanger is. We're going to shoot off a variety of props and we're going to use this with our rifle system and nothing else. So we're going to walk up to our first position here. It's a nice pipe. Now I could run this right off the side, but I'm just tall enough that I can use this as a rear bag. So instantly the Gamechanger turns into a real versatile rear bag. I can go super low, I can go medium, I can go tall, I can go pretty much any way I want to. So right there is going to fit perfectly for this position. Nice center impact. All right, so then I move to this prop. I'm going to stand it up because I feel like I'd want about as much height as I can. I can use the bipods. I'm going to put this stock right on the top. Now, if you notice, this Manners TCS balance is just perfect on here. So all I have to do is nestle it into the target. So I build a nice position, pull it all into me. I'm driving the rifle into the Gamechanger to eat up any slop. I'll take my next shot. Nice hit. All right, something like this I can always move as one. This is where the Gamechanger gets very versatile. I got a little bit of a drape, so I'll drape the bag, settle in over it. I got a little bit of the bag hanging off, a little on the front. What that's going to allow me to do is when I put the rifle on it, obviously it's going to sit in there, but I can drive into it. I'm driving into that prop. So all I need to do is get the gun on position, back off, and then acquire a very nice position and take a slow, steady shot. Got it. All right, something like this is where it's really going to help me because I got a light slope, so I'm going to build my position about as high as I can and build the bag as tall as I can. That way my mag's going to clear it when I go to the prop. Same thing, settle the gun in, take out any kind of slop, move in. We're getting to some small targets right now. I'm going to stay on the third one. Got it. All right, something like this. It's a large peak. It's not going to give me a lot of surface area if I had a small bag, but with this one, I can lay it on its side now, settle it in nice, drop the gun on it, hang it just off the side so the magazine will clear, settle it in. Let's go for the next to last one. Safety one. Easy peasy. Same thing here. I'm going to choose the tallest and flattest point of this rock. I'm going to put it on it, letting a little bit overhang. Settle it in. Same thing. Rock the gun onto it. Get the slop out. At that point, the rifle is about as steady as I can get it. Just nestle it on the target. We're going to go for that real little one. Got it. That's how steady this thing is, y'all. It's so versatile. So now we're going to move over to this prop. I would obviously want to use this rear rock for rear support. So I'm going to do the same thing. Find the tallest point of the rock, put the bag over it, let a little bit overhang that angle, go in. That way my mag's going to clear. That bag's going to do most of the work, but I will use this rear rock for a little bit support. Something like this, I'm probably going to hold straight down and mash this gun into this Gamechanger. It's going to make it super solid. All right, I'm going to go for the next to last one again. Got it. I mean, it's about as solid as you're going to get. I would argue that you can make a rifle like this Manners TCS feel just like prone almost any position you put it on when you use this bag. If you spend the time, settle it in, take the time, build a solid position, it's money. All right, so the tank traps are something that really shows the versatility of this bag. You got all these nooks and crannies and peaks and lots of ways to shoot the tank trap, so we're just gonna bust off 5 ways right off the bat. A bigger fat bag like this can drape over and you're not limited to that short pinch point at the top. So this Gamechanger will really drape over all of it. Let's just build nice steady positions. Nice center hit. All right, so now if we wanted to work something in the cradle here, it builds it up tall enough, we're clearing all these other props. Something like this, I might want to lean into the barricade and put my hand right on top of that scope, mashing down. Build a nice solid position, ease my shoulder into it. All right, let's go to these tank traps. All right, so I'll work with this peak right here, right off the bat. Not much to work with, a small peak at the very top, but look how solid that is, y'all. The rifle just stays there. Take out all the slop, settle it in, nice and easy, build a nice position, squeeze it off. Nice center hit. Now here's something you gotta watch out with tank traps. When you're building a position in here, you might not have much space to work with here. So watch this, when I close the bolt, I'm gonna have to be very mindful of where I am. I have to run the gun in the cradle and back out to manipulate the bolt. No call, but I'm shooting through a lot of brush. Not sure if we had any instruction. All right, I'll follow up here with the position off this far right peak. Something like this, I can use this point here to stabilize my non-shooting hand. Really get into that tank trap. Use it for all the stability I can. Got it. A position like this, you could use the Gamechanger one of two ways. You could use it more as a positional bag, putting it flat down, let it a little bit overhang, rock that mag well into it. Lean into the gun, it's super solid. Nice hit. If you wanted to, as most people probably would, just putting down some bipods and using it as a rear bag. Very solid like that too. That heavy dense feel that makes it good positionally also makes it very good as a rear bag. Watch this, I'll take almost all my hand out and watch how steady this gun's gonna be. Follow-up shots, quick and easy. Watch this. I normally wouldn't shoot that way, I'm just trying to demonstrate how it works. Thing's so solid that even if you don't have the best fundamentals, want to run it weak side, same thing. The gun will probably pretty much just sit there all on its own. Looking through a lot of brush here. Just bounce that gun right there on it. Easy peasy.